everybody. You look nice. Thanks for coming all the way down here to Wall Street. And welcome to a special edition of Literacy Partners' annual evening of readings. Tonight, we celebrate the power of teaching an adult to read, and Literacy Partners' vision of a future in which every parent has the literacy and language skills to create success for themselves and a better future for their children. This is a bittersweet evening for me and for many of you as well. We are without this dinner's perennial host, the patron saint of Literacy Partners, Liz Smith, who died just before, yes. She died this year, just before Thanksgiving. I guess now it's technically last year, at 94 and a half years young. And Lizzie, we really miss you. Sadly, Parker Ladd, Literacy Partners legend as well, passed away 2 days after Liz. Parker, we salute you as well for your passion for books, for your devotion to Literacy Partners, and for helping to harness the enormous energy of your longtime partner, Arnold Scazzi, and that wasn't easy, for the benefit of this organization. You know, I like to think of Lizzie and Parker and Arnold up there somewhere, dishing up a storm, playfully arguing about, well, everything, as they always did, and grabbing anyone who will listen, perhaps even God herself, to make a pitch for Literacy Partners. I'm sure if there's a heaven, there's got to be a great big bookshelf. Lizzie was an evangelist for Literacy Partners, and she would be thrilled that her beloved godson, Spencer Hogue, a senior in high school, is here tonight. She transmitted her love of books and the written word straight to his heart. Spencer, we love you. I'm his mother. Arnold and Parker and Liz, for 30 years, now get this, they raised $37 million, which enabled over 25,000 adult New Yorkers to learn how to read. So tonight, I know, it's really amazing. Tonight you're all contributing to that legacy. And in the name of those 25,000 New Yorkers whose lives were forever enriched by Lizzie, Parker, and Arnold's passion for this organization, well, may I ask you to each raise your glass in memory and honor of these three very special people. Cheers. Before we dive into a wonderful program, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the extraordinary leadership of Literacy Partners, past and present. We have three past board chairs in the room. May I ask each of them to stand? Marty Singerman, Mark Jackson, and Peter Brown. Woo! Come on. Peter. Along with current board chairs, Catherine Raymond Hinton and Mike Staid. Mike, Catherine, thank you all. Okay, so as is appropriate for a night of readings, we start with a reading, but not just any reading. In the world of words and ideas, Junot Diaz is a superstar. Born in the Dominican Republic, yes, you'll get your chance in a second, and raised in New Jersey, Junot's critically acclaimed book, The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, won the 2008 Pulitzer Prize and the National Books Critics Circle Award. This Is How You Lose Her, second book, was a New York Times bestseller and a National Book Award finalist. He is currently the fiction editor at Boston Review and a professor of writing at MIT. And tonight he is going to share a passage from his brand new book, Island-Born. Please welcome to the podium, Junot Diaz. Junot, on behalf of this audience and your millions of readers around the world, we thank you. Well, 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 well. If you are in this room tonight, I suspect it is a pretty good guess that you believe that books matter. Literature matters, reading matters, and movies based on great books can have a profound impact on our culture. Well, I'm delighted to introduce to you our next reader this evening. Voted by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people of the year last year, Sarah Paulson is currently shooting the motion picture adaptation of Donna Tartt's spectacular Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Goldfinch. Now, Sarah has won just about every acting award there is for her stunning portrayal of Marcia Clark in The People vs. O.J. Simpson this past year, the Emmy, the Critics' Choice, Screen Actors Guild, the Golden Globe. She is also just recovering from the flu. Now, she wants me to tell you she's not contagious, but she might cough. Please welcome the kind, wise, and talented Sarah Paulson, who will read a portion of the novel of the Goldfinch. Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. No coughing at all and a beautiful reading to boot. I now have the pleasure of introducing one of Liz Smith's dearest friends, Holland Taylor. Holland is not only an extraordinary Emmy Award-winning actress, she is also a very talented playwright. I hope you all saw her one-woman blockbuster, Anne, yes, about Governor Ann Richards, which she both wrote and starred in at Lincoln Center, and for which she was nominated for a Tony. Now, as Governor Ann might have said, Holland's presence here tonight at Literacy is not her first trip to the rodeo. For many years, she attended this gala as Liz's guest. We welcome you tonight, dear Holland. Liz had a great group of friends, and one of her very favorites was Leslie Stahl. Liz worshiped Leslie's intelligence, her persistence, her amazing reporting and storytelling talents. I hope all of you saw Leslie's amazing, groundbreaking news-making interview with Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVoe, last Sunday. We will see what happens next. A longtime supporter of Literacy Partners who wrote a bestseller herself about maybe one of her favorite roles, becoming a grandmother. Who better to present the Lizzie Award than CBS 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl. You know, after Joni published Natural Blonde, Liz's autobiography, I tried to talk her into doing Dark Roots as the sequel, but they said shut up, so they were right. Anyway, Joni, no one could deserve it more. We won't make you take that to the table. We'll hold that for you. Now, I guess you thought we were trying to starve you to death. Well, we're not. It's time for dinner, and we'll be back with more of the program afterwards. Don't go away. Okay, guess how much? Who calculated all of that? Our own Price and Waterhouse, $130,000 you just raised, which is pretty great. That's a lot of books. So thank you very much. We're going to continue with the program. Our next award is going to be presented by someone who's been recognized as one of the nation's leading journalists, the anchor of an award-winning Universion late night edition, and a special correspondent at Fusion Media Group, Enrique Acevedo. Welcome. You gotta love a man who loves his mother, right? But Randy, you didn't answer the most important question. Where is she driving this car? Watch out, all of you people who drive in Connecticut. Okay. Thank you, and it's wonderful to have you here. I didn't know, Joni. I thought you told me everything. I didn't know you golf with that man. Heavens. But the question is, Bob, did you know she golfs with that man? Okay, all right, enough cheap jokes. You know what? These were big high heels to try to fill tonight. And I have to say, you've all made it a really wonderful night. You've raised a lot of money for a really important cause, and I personally thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here to honor Liz and Parker and Arnold and all of the new readers and all of the honorees, Randy and Joni. I think it's been a swell night. So, you know, I love Liz's quote coming in, and I hope all of you noted that. I think we did have a pretty good time tonight. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our program. I'd like to congratulate Joni and Randy on their awards. Woo! I'd like to congratulate all of you who wore sparkles in honor of Liz. I would like to thank our special guests, Juno and Sarah, Holland and Leslie and Enrique, for giving us the gift of your time this evening and your voice. Mostly, I would like to thank Moravette on behalf of everyone in this audience. To you and your children, you remind us why we're here. Where are you? Where are you? Thank you. The AND Partnership is once again... The AND Partnership has once again provided the design and graphics for the event, so Andrew Bailey, big shout out to you and your talented colleagues, great graphics. Anthony Tazzi and his team. I mean, honestly, the staff at Literacy Partners, give yourselves a hand, and everybody else. Woo! And, and finally, the unsung heroes of the evening. Without the two women who Liz affectionately called the Buckley Hall girls, Linda Buckley and Anita Hall, this night wouldn't be possible. So thank you very much. Now, the bar is open, the dance floor is open. Go up and party hardy. It's only 9:30. You can do it. Woo! Hope to see you here next year.